Major updates for seniors and disability benefit recipients. Attention to all seniors, Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and survivor benefit recipients. This report covers 2 urgent developments you must know about. First, we'll review the benefit increase update. Look at this. Inflation data used to set 2026 Social Security COLA coming October 24th, and then moved to an important fraud warning recently issued by the Social Security Administration, SSA. Look at this. Fraud warning. Scammers target Social Security recipients with phony emails now. Let's move on to the second major update, the long-awaited Social Security cost of living adjustment for 2026. Inflation data used to set 2026 Social Security COLA coming October 24th. Every year, the Social Security Administration determines the cost of living adjustment, COLA, based on inflation data provided by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, BLS. Normally, this information is released in mid-October, but because of the recent government shutdown, the announcement has been delayed. The SSA has confirmed that the official inflation data will now be released on October 24th, and this data will directly determine how much benefits will increase in 2026. What the numbers look like, look at this. The BLS will release key inflation data despite the government shutdown. A recent estimate projected the 2026 Social Security COLA will be 2.7%. That could change if the September inflation data brings a surprise. This estimated 2.7% increase comes from the Senior Citizens League, TSCL, a nonpartisan advocacy group that tracks inflation trends affecting retirees. While 2.7% may seem modest, it still represents a critical boost to millions of Americans living on fixed incomes. However, many economists note that the CPIW, Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers, the current measure used for COLA, doesn't fully reflect the spending habits of older adults. Seniors often spend more on healthcare, prescriptions, rent, and utilities than younger workers. That's why lawmakers are again discussing switching to the CPI, or Consumer Price Index, for the elderly. This adjustment would better capture real senior expenses and potentially result in higher annual COLA adjustments. Experts estimate that a CPI-based adjustment could translate to $300 to $500 more per year for many recipients, a welcome relief for those struggling with rising living costs. Why it matters. While a 2.7% COLA may provide an average monthly increase of about $55, it still doesn't fully offset inflation from the past few years. Food prices have climbed more than 20% since 2021, rents are up by nearly 30%, and medication costs continue to outpace general inflation. Seniors are encouraged to stay informed, review their benefit statements, and ensure that their banking information with SSA is current. These small steps can make a big difference in preventing missed or delayed payments once the 2026 COLA is implemented. A note about Medicare savings. Look at this. Many recipients may also have opportunities to save up to $1,100 per year by reviewing and comparing Medicare Advantage or Part D plans. Free and unbiased counseling services, such as state SHIP programs or verified Medicare advisors, can help you select the most cost-effective coverage for your situation. Reviewing your plan annually during open enrollment can prevent you from overpaying for medications or coverage you no longer need. Staying ahead of scams and policy changes this season brings both good news and caution. On one hand, beneficiaries can expect a modest increase in their monthly checks following the inflation data used to set 2026 Social Security COLA coming October 24th announcement. On the other, the growing wave of scams targeting vulnerable Americans highlights the need for vigilance. Remember these key takeaways. Look at this. The COLA inflation update will arrive on October 24th, 2025. The projected COLA increase stands at 2.7%, though that may rise if inflation data surprises analysts. Scammers are using fake emails and government letterheads, including impersonations of the U.S. Supreme Court, to trick beneficiaries. SSA never emails, texts, or calls to demand information or threaten account suspension. Fraud alert. Protect your benefits. Look at this. Fraud warning. Scammers target Social Security recipients with phony emails over the past several months. A disturbing trend has emerged where countless retirees and disabled Americans have fallen victim to highly sophisticated scams. These criminals are pretending to be from the Social Security Administration, luring people into revealing personal information or banking details. Look at this. Scammers want money, and they don't care whose money they take. That's why sometimes it can feel a bit painful when they target a more vulnerable group, such as those who live on a limited income. Victims often realize too late that their monthly benefits are being diverted or stolen. In many cases, individuals contact SSA to report missing payments, only to discover that funds have already been rerouted to fraudulent accounts. According to news station WGL, new deceptive schemes are now circulating online and by phone. Look at this. News station WGL has reported that scammers have launched a new ploy. This time, it involves persuading seniors to give up their Social Security numbers by using intimidating tactics, like threatening to withhold benefits. Here's what to look out for: to common scam tactics, to watch for fake email, perceived threat first. Scammers will send an email to your inbox. At first glance, it appears to be an official email from the Social Security Administration. Not only does it display the administration's official logo, but it also seems to be from an official representative. Upon further review, you will learn that your Social Security number is under investigation. They request that you call to settle the matter right away. These fraudulent emails are designed to spark fear and urgency. The moment a person calls or clicks a link, they're connected to someone pretending to be an SSA officer. That officer then demands Social Security numbers or bank details, claiming that failure to cooperate could result in suspended payments. It's important to remember, the real Social Security Administration never initiates contact by phone, text, or email to demand information or threaten suspension of benefits. Official SSA communication always arrives by postal mail. If you receive an email that looks suspicious, do not click on any links or download attachments. Instead, contact SSA directly using their verified phone number, or check your official My Social Security account for legitimate updates. Another emerging scam: fake Supreme Court letters. Look at this. Unexpected letter, text, or email from the U.S. Supreme Court. Think scam first. The Office of the Inspector General, OG, for the Social Security Administration, SSA, is warning the public about a new government imposter scam. This scam comes in the form of an official-looking letter identified as a certificate on fake U.S. Supreme Court letterhead using forged signatures of U.S. Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts and Associate Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor. These forgeries are shockingly realistic and may include official seals or document numbers to appear authentic. The scammers then claim that the certificate confirms or resolves a legal matter regarding your Social Security account. Victims are asked to verify their identities by providing their SSN or banking details, and that's how the theft begins. If you ever receive correspondence that appears to come from a federal agency or the Supreme Court, contact the SSA Office of the Inspector General directly before responding. Real government agencies will never demand immediate payment or personal details over the phone or through email. How to stay protected? Look at this. Never give out personal details over email, text, or unsolicited calls. Check official addresses, SSA websites, and in .gov. Enable two-step verification on your My Social Security account. Report suspicious contact to the Office of the Inspector General, oig.ssa.gov. Many seniors depend entirely on monthly benefits. Taking these steps can prevent scammers from accessing your income and ensure you remain in control of your Social Security payments. Final thoughts. Seniors, survivors, and individuals with disabilities rely heavily on Social Security to make ends meet. Knowing when updates are released and how to guard your personal information is more important than ever. By staying alert, verifying all communications, and following official updates from the SSA and Bureau of Labor Statistics, you can ensure your benefits remain safe and that you receive every dollar you're entitled to. If you receive a suspicious message, report it immediately. And if you're concerned about how these upcoming COLA changes will affect you, mark your calendar for October 24th, the day the official inflation data will be released. Stay informed, stay cautious, and most importantly, stay protected.